Hello everyone, and today I am back with another voiceover video. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, ever since my iPad years of YouTube. And the gameplay that you're seeing on screen right now is from Disneyland Connected Ventures, which originally released on the Xbox 360, but it then got a report, I guess you could say, like a re-release on the Xbox One, and I'm playing the Xbox One version of the game because on that version you can use your controller instead of using the Connect itself. And originally this video was going to be a reboot to my Disney live action hater rant videos, but I decided to rename it. So it's no longer part of my Disney live action hater rant videos. So this video is going to be its own video. The video that I'm going to be taking a look at today is called The Jungle Book 2016 Remake Extreme Angry Killer Rant. This is by, the channel was originally called I Hate Green Beans, but now it's been renamed to SuperSimbaLogan. The YouTuber has changed his name. Before I get into the video, please do not go and bullying or harassing this person, please. I do not appreciate it. This is just my thoughts on his video. And hello everyone. Sorry for the audio change here, as well as interrupting the video. But the link for the videos used will be in the description, like always. And my video on SuperSimbaLogan was created on the 21st of September of 2022. So I was searching Jungle Book rant videos on YouTube just to watch them, not to make a video on them. And I came across a Jungle Book 2016 rant video. And this video wasn't made like last year or the day before last year. This was made 3 months ago. And the video is by a YouTube channel by the name of I Hate Green Beans TLK. And if you don't know what TLK stands for, that stands for The Lion King. And I have watched the video. This is just my response to it. So let's just get into the video.
Okay guys, listen, I know what you are going to be expecting, usually, and I know you're angry, but I don't care.
Yeah, me neither. Caring's for losers. That was sarcasm, by the way, guys. Just in case you guys couldn't tell that.
This is another review, but this is a rant.
Oh, a rant. Alright then.
Today, we're going to be ranting on one of the worst Disney remakes ever that everybody's been mad about.
Oh my god. The worst Disney live-action remake. The worst one. I wonder what that is.
And that is The Jungle Book 2016. Okay, now I am really gonna complain about this stupid movie. Okay, let me tell you. This movie sucks.
Okay, why does it suck? And also, why is it the worst Disney live action remake?
I don't care. Okay, why it sucks? Okay, I know it was recently made by Jon Favreau, who made usually all Disney remakes. But usually this one has to be the worst.
Okay, but why though?
Why? I'll tell you. Usually I might say other things that's I don't care. Okay, usually after the original Jungle Book was released in the hold on. Okay, let me, sorry, I got carried away. After the original Jungle Book was released in 1967, it was pretty good.
Well, it was kind of alright, but it wasn't the best.
And usually along with Jungle Book 2, but usually people are complaining about the Jungle Book 2.
I'm not going to talk about this as much, but I'm going to hold on to it until he goes back to the animated Jungle Book part of this video. There was a reason why people didn't really like the Jungle Book 2. I think it was because of the story and the music being rehashed.
But no, I don't. It doesn't matter for me. But this, it does matter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Jon Favreau, what the actual heck is wrong with you?
Yeah, Favreau, man, how dare you make this remake of the Jungle Book?
To make this movie, most people say that it's stupid. I don't care. It is stupid.
Okay, but why?
Why? Well, anyways, I mean, okay, the first time I saw this movie, everybody didn't really complain.
That's not entirely true. There were reviewers that didn't like the movie, and that's what kind of got me to do the Disney live action hater rant videos.
Okay, and usually I see Mowgli, of course, and I'm like, oh, he looks fine. Even, even, even the way whatever. But they have to do the same thing as the original movie.
What do you mean the same thing?
We cannot have shot for shot like this. Yeah, they originally have the same things. Jungle Book, songs like Bare Necessities, I Want to Be Like You, Trust in Me, but that's in the end credits. They even had the same different scenes.
Well, it's not exactly the same. In the animated version, King Louie gives Mowgli 2 bananas, and in the live action version, King Louie doesn't give Mowgli 2 bananas. He gives him one fruit. I don't know what the fruit was, but it was definitely a fruit. And in the animated version, King Louie's tower doesn't have a roof, while in the 2016 version, he does. And in the animated version, Baloo disguises himself as one of the monkeys, and in the 2016 version, the live action version, he doesn't. So it's not exactly the same. And I did like it how they did change it up, because if they didn't, it would just be a retelling of the same story.
And they usually, oh, yeah, and they usually have they don't have the vultures.
There's a reason for that. The reason why they did this was because they were going for a little bit more of a serious story than what the animated version did.
And We Are Friends song. And the elephants are really sort of different. They did not sing the marching song, and they could not speak. And Hati Jr. could not even speak either in this movie. I don't think they were called Hati Jr. or Colonel Hati or the elephants, whatever. Still, this movie sucks.
Okay, yeah, but why? What makes this film worse? Help me out here.
And anyways, and King Louis, for example, not an orangutan. No, he's not, because no orangutans live in jungles of India. But okay, but he's usually had to be a Gigantopithecus because they're closely related to orangutans, and it was too huge. Yeah, most people are asking, why is he so big? Yeah, he's like a hulking beast. Ugh. I gotta tell you that. No orangutan could be that big.
Well, no, but if there was, it would be pretty cool.
That's why he has to be. He might be a Gigantopithecus. Usually in the classic King Louis is like really small.
That's because he was based on an orangutan in the animated version.
Not like Hulk Giganto. Jesus. And then okay, what else? Why could this movie could be stupid? Wow. This usually this Jungle Book has to go on a nutshell. It needs to be put in a timeout chair for existing.
But why does it need to be put on a timeout? It's not. All this movie's trying to do is trying to be different. And it does a really good job of being different.
Most people had to wish this movie never exists.
Well, I don't know who those people are, mate.
It's true. I mean, after the Jungle Book was released, it comes the Lion King 1994. I mean, this movie was not that bad. Not bad.
That's the 2019 version, not 1994. The 2019 version was okay, but the only problem that I had with it was the Be Prepared song. It was too dramatic a little bit, and it could have been dramatic at the start, and then when Scar says be prepared, it could have like put in more energy.
I mean, usually. But the worst thing of all, Disney had to say like this. Hey, put the Jungle Book the same way you put Lion King into.
My guy, what are you talking about? So, just because there's a stampede scene in it, it makes it a copy of Lion King.
Usually I was talking about the 1994 one.
Oh, okay. But still, it doesn't make it a copy. If anything, Lion King kind of copied Jungle Book. Both of the main protagonists go to a jungle. The only difference is that Mowgli arrives to the jungle straight away when he was a baby. And Simba went when he was a cub, and also he was outcast by Scar. Both of the main protagonists have adopted parents. For Mowgli, it was Raja and Rama, and for Simba, it was Timon and Pumbaa. Both of the main protagonists sings what their worries are. Well, with the Jungle Book, Mowgli doesn't really sing it first. It was Baloo that sings the bare necessities first, and Mowgli just kind of joins in. Oh wait, that happened with the Lion King as well. There's also a Council Rock meeting in the films, and you guys know the rest. And the original Disney Jungle Book came out in 1967, years before Lion King. So yeah, the movies have their similarities.
But what did they do? No, they wanted to make people say, "Oh, this movie sucks."
No.
That's what they do. I mean, I know the Jungle Book this movie was released before Lion King 2019 was. And usually this movie has few scenes from Lion King.
Well, actually, for the 2016 version of Jungle Book, I think it's just the stampede scene, the buffalo scene in Jungle Book.
I mean, nobody really complains about Lion King.
Well, actually, there were people who did complain about Lion King 2019.
Usually, they give it 5 stars. Usually, not really. Usually, other remakes, and usually not all remakes. Sometimes, but to the Jungle Book, nope. They decided to give it 0 stars.
Well, I don't know where that is, but on Rotten Tomatoes now it's got a 94% from critics and an 86% from audiences.
Why? Because this movie sucks.
But why does the movie suck? Give me details.
And if that's true, they decided to go on a nutshell. Well, I don't care because since the Jungle Book was made, many people had to say this. Okay, you know what? I'll have to say it too. And once they're done writing the logo out of their crap, they can just throw it in the audience.
I don't remember that happening.
On their faces, and that way, they're monkeys, and they can do it too. Still not inappropriate. I mean, usually a Favreau has making most remakes, and usually people say that some of the remakes are usually dumb.
Yeah, just like what you did with the Jungle Book just now.
They don't. I mean, usually people saying that they want to stop Disney from making remakes.
Yeah, people that say that don't know what they're talking about, so...
I mean, usually, but in my opinion, Christopher Robin, Dumbo, Aladdin, Lion King, Lady and the Tramp, Mulan, Cinderella, I mean, they're good.
I agree, they are good, even though I've never really seen Christopher Robin. I have seen Mulan, I have seen The Lion King, and I've never seen Maleficent. I've seen Alice in Wonderland and Lady and the Tramp. Alice in Wonderland has got Johnny Depp in it.
I mean, I don't really like Lady and the Tramp. I mean, some people like some of the Disney remakes, but The Jungle Book.
So yeah, sorry I had to take out the crowd scene, but it's the crowd booing at Jungle Book 2016, which I don't know where that crowd video is taken from, but I think it's WWE.
That's right, because this movie is total trash.
Yeah, but why is the movie trash? That's the thing that you haven't answered. Why is it trash?
Literally total trash. Yeah, really trash. And by to mention, like to say, once this movie is trashed in its own can,
And apparently the crowd cheers.
because once again, this movie is actual poop.
But why is it poop?
And to most people who trashes The Jungle Book, is 100% gold.
To be honest, mate, I don't think anyone's going to be trashing the Jungle Book 2016 movie.
Yeah, it's true. And usually another thing to explain why 0 stars. Look at this. And usually we all had to complain that the Jungle Book deserves to have no stars at all. It doesn't need to deserve 5 stars at all.
Okay, but why?
It is trash.
Yeah, but why is the movie trash though?
Even this guy has to say, "Pwah, that's crazy, Favreau. What kind of person will make a shot-for-shot remake like this trash? This is nothing but bad stuff. This should be flushed down the toilet."
Yeah, but why does it deserve to be flushed down the toilet? What makes it the worst movie?
You know what? Yeah, it should be flushed down the toilet. Once you're in the bathroom, this is exactly what happens. And so all of a sudden, yep, there it goes. Bye-bye. You be food for the alligators in the sewer. And for the people who has to salute on this movie, they must have got hit in the head with the car.
What do you mean salute? You mean defend? And no, I will not stop defending this movie. And I think it's not as bad as you say it is.
Or get a punch in the nose, I guess.
Okay, whoa. That is a little bit too far.
You know what? I don't know what to say. Usually, Lion King has to be better than this stupid trash.
Well, the 2019 version of Lion King, it did add a little bit of backstory to Scar, but besides from that, it really doesn't do anything different. We do get to see how Nala sneaks off to go and find Simba, but that's really about it. I'm not saying that Lion King 2019 is bad, I'm just saying it could have done something different as well.
I don't really care. I mean, why will they make a movie that has to be like same thing from the original and then they have to make it the same thing? Usually they have to put different things.
Which is exactly what the Jungle Book 2016 does. And I'm glad they tried to make it different and not feel like it's a retelling of the same story over and over and over again.
I mean, what scenes could be worse in this movie than everything else? What else could be worse? Well, I might have had to know scenes.
Okay, guys, so he shows the scene where Mowgli and Baloo first meet, and he calls Baloo ugly for some reason. I don't know why.
And usually, for example, and most people have to like or not like other Disney remakes that Favreau makes. Usually, I don't have an opinion on the Nude Lady and the Tramp, but I do have an opinion on Christopher Robin, Lion King, Dumbo, Beauty and the Beast, even Aladdin. Yeah, but most people usually hate Aladdin, Dumbo, and Beauty and the Beast and other remakes. And some people like it.
I like these Disney movies too, but I like Jungle Book 2016 better because it had something in there that I wished happened in the animated Jungle Books. We got to see Rakcha again in more scenes this time, and that's something I wanted in Jungle Book 2. We got to see the mother and son relationship between Mowgli and Rakcha, something that we never got to see in the Disney animated Jungle Book movies. And then we get to the emotional part of the movie where Mowgli and Rakcha have to separate because of Shere Khan, and they had to say their goodbyes. We never got to see any of this in the Disney animated Jungle Books.
But does everybody like the Jungle Book?
I like Jungle Book 2016.
No, they don't! That's why I'm wishing this movie has to be burned.
Bit harsh, innit?
Oh yeah, explain from Big Giganto over here. He doesn't like this movie, so he's the one telling you to rip it and burn it. It's really trash.
Yeah, but how is the movie trash? Explain.
And since people hate it, this guy has to come up here and says, hey, why did Jon Favreau make a stupid crappled movie like you?
Hello, police. Yeah, we got some guy here roaming around Disneyland with a deadly weapon. I think it's a firearm. Oh, burning away? Okay.
And then the Jungle Book has to say, why the heck not? Should we exist? And the guy has to say, because you're a butthole, dude. That's why I'm gonna have to end your life. So and you'll end up as chicken tenders, and I'll have to dip you in my ranch. And this guy also says, you had to be like worse. I mean, you really had to make it worse for people, and most people had to like more the Lion King instead of you.
Not entirely true. And there are people who do like this movie.
You're the one that has to be burned. Most people get Lion King 100 hearts, or 5 hearts I meant to say, but you deserve to have 0 stars.
But why? I'm gonna keep asking that question. Why does it deserve 0 stars?
0 stars for your own life. Oh, speaking of your life, you're gonna have to end up in chicken tenders from my ranch. So I had to blow you away. Bam, 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 bam. And you're out of this universe forever.
You've angered me a lot. And now you must be punished by the law. A lot. Come here, come with me right now, get here. Come here right now.
And what does this guy do? He ripped the title. He ripped the thing. That's exactly what most people do too.
No, people don't do that. The only people that do that are the people that don't know any better or don't understand where the movie's coming from, like what it's trying to do.
I'm not joking. This is literally trash. It needs to be burned.
But why? I'm gonna keep asking the question. Why?
Oh, did I say burn? He's gonna burn it.
No, he isn't.
I mean, since the Jungle Book is like worst.
This guy's just literally running out of things to say. But why is it terrible? Come on.
For every other remakes, I'm ready to hate it. Most people are ready to hate it.
There hasn't been a Jungle Book 2016 rant video for years. The only one that has came out this year is your video. And as I said before, the people that do rant on Jungle Book 2016 are the people that probably don't know any better, or they overhate it, or it's just not their cup of tea.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And that's what he was gonna do too. You say it's the worst movie ever? Rip it? Burn it? Do it!
You still haven't explained why it's the worst movie.
So you rip it, and now you'll have to burn it. Because this movie has bad ratings.
You sure about that?
No ratings have to be deserved. No good ratings should be deserved for this movie.
Again, but why?
Bad ratings for this Jungle Book movie. The worst movie that Jon Favreau could ever make.
I think it's one of the best works that Favreau's ever done. The movie manages to do something different. And I don't need to explain why because I've already explained it.
Oh, you want other applause?
How about no?
Wow, good reaction. So gladly The Lion King and other Disney remakes had to be much better than that stupid Jungle Book movie.
So wait, you're saying that other Disney remakes are better, but you haven't explained to your audience of why Jungle Book 2016 is terrible.
I mean, I know even though people are complaining and usually don't like not liking these remakes because usually Jon Favreau is not supposed to.
Well, it's not that he's not supposed to, it's just that these Disney live action remakes get overhated.
But I don't care. I don't care as much as this trash
Oh, of course. This trash.
over here. Okay, now let me tell you something else. So the original Jungle Book. Okay, listen. I like the original Jungle Book more better.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I do love the original Jungle Book, but I don't really have an opinion on it.
I thought the animated version was alright. I know I've said that already, but you know, before the 2016 version of the Jungle Book came out, I thought the animated version was an okay movie.
Usually, even though it's not my top favorite Disney movies, and even though it's not really even though some of the characters are not in my top favorite Disney characters, but usually, even though I don't care, but I still like the original movie anyways. I mean, nothing really. There's nothing really bad about it.
Well, no, it's just that the story was kind of, you know, it felt like it took forever. And it didn't really have action in it as much. Like, in the 2016 version of Jungle Book, we actually get to see Mowgli go face to face with Shere Khan. And when they're up on that tree, Mowgli outsmarts him. And then we see Shere Khan's demise. And with Jungle Book 2, it wasn't just rehashed, but also the story wasn't really that interesting. Shanti just yells and gets Mowgli into trouble. Sorry for being silent there. And Rajan is just a scrappy do. I'm not saying that the voice actors were terrible at their jobs because that's just not true. I just wish that the characters could have been done better. There was a deleted scene where Shanti had a much more adventurous side to her and she actually had a song about it, but that ended up being cut from the film. Which is a shame because I would have liked to have seen that deleted scene in the final film. And I think what people had a problem with Jungle Book 2 was Mowgli being used to the man village straight away into the movie. So yeah, Jungle Book 2 wasn't the best movie. And if you have a look on Rotten Tomatoes, you could see that Jungle Book 2 has got an 18% from critics and a 30% from audiences. So yeah, this movie did not do well.
And I recently liked this movie along with the original Lion King. But not because I'm one of the characters from the film. This YouTuber agrees.
Wait, what YouTuber now?
I mean, yes. I mean, we all love Disney movies. I mean, like, yeah, we all love. I love all of these original movies.
I love these Disney films too, even though I haven't seen The Last Dragon and Encanto. Did I say that right? Encanto. I did listen to one of the songs from Encanto. Still messing up that name. And yeah, so I listened to one of the songs from it, and it was the We Don't Talk About Bruno song. And I ended up liking the song, and it really does capture the mysterious and, I don't know, what do you call it? Fortune-telling side of Bruno. No, wait, it was more like a prophecy side to him. Fortune-telling is this guy's deal. He looks suspicious.
But to the Jungle Book, no, it doesn't deserve to get 5 stars.
But why doesn't it deserve 5 stars?
Jon Favreau should not be making this movie. They've completely ruined the original classic Jungle Book. I could not believe it. They recently ruined the film that I'm usually not interested in, but usually I don't care about it. I still like the original Jungle Book, but they ruined the classic.
How did it ruin the animated version?
I mean, Walt Disney recently made this movie in the first place. And they decided that they did the same thing how they made Lion King.
They did use the stampede scene, but it plays off really differently in Jungle Book. Mowgli goes down to the buffalo because Shere Khan is hunting him. In The Lion King, the reason why Simba is where the stampede was because Scar was lying to him and manipulating him into thinking that him and his father was going to do, father and son things. Well, in reality, that was not the case. So yeah, in The Lion King, the reason why the stampede scene happens is because Scar ordered the hyenas to go in Simba's direction. And the reason why it happens in the Jungle Book is because of Shere Khan hunting Mowgli. So yeah, it's a little bit the same, but it's kind of parallel.
Even though this movie was released before Lion King 2019, I mean, I guess they had to do this. The Jungle Book had to do the same thing that Lion King does after it was released. I mean, before the Lion King was released, they did the same thing as Lion King.
As I said before, the scenes play out differently. They're not exactly the same.
And and the most people who hated and trashed this movie is gold.
I've got nothing to say on that except how.
I don't care. Also, most people you can be like John Favreau. You can go heck yourself. What's the matter with you making this thing? I do not. We don't all like this movie.
Okay, but there are people who do like this movie.
Most people are already complaining that this movie really sucks.
I had a look on the Rotten Tomatoes website at the comments, and some people gave it a rotten, and most people gave it a fresh tomato. And if you delve deep enough into these comments, you would see a lot of fresh tomatoes.
It's one of the worst Disney remakes ever. I don't know, like Walt Disney, they completely killed they completely killed the Jungle Book. They completely killed the original movie.
No.
What? And that's why most people had to cry and complain. Most kids should not watch that movie. To the people who hated it, and the most people who ranted on this movie, I agreed. This movie is total trash.
But why is the movie trash?
And once again, this movie is worse and awful. It's literally awful. I could say too awful. The Jungle Book remake is too awful. Like, nobody wants to even complain. Even in the beginning, nobody has complained in the first place. But they have to agree to say this movie is stupid at the end. But once again, this movie, it's more than stupid trash.
Again, but why is the movie bad?
That's my channel. That's my video for today. So see you later for more videos and more episodes and more fun. Well, that's the end of my review. See you later.
Okay, so, Mr. I Hate Green Beans. It's okay to like the animated Jungle Book movies. And it's okay to like the other Disney live action remakes. But there is something I am going to say. If you are going to be doing a review or rant video, please explain why the thing that you are reviewing is bad, because you did not do this well. You talked about the scenes, you didn't talk about the CGI, you didn't talk about the performance of the actors, and you didn't even talk about the story. Like, was the writing poor, or, what made this movie bad? Was the acting performance terrible? What could have improved the film? But you didn't do that. All you did was just trash the movie and then said that, it needs to be put out of its misery for existing, and how it needs to be flushed down the toilet without explaining why. And Jungle Book copying Lion King, it wouldn't really surprise me because they kind of are pretty much the same story. Except one is about a human and the other's about a lion. So they kind of pretty much have a similar story, it's just with a different storyline. And a lot of people know about the Lion King story, so, I'm not going to go over it. So it's like they sort of play with the same idea. Just different events happen and they teach different lessons. Lion King teaches you about the circle of life and the Hakuna Matata. I don't think that's a wonderful phrase in my opinion, but it's just my opinion. And Jungle Book teaches you about the bare necessities and not to play around with fire. So yeah, it's like they take inspiration from the story idea. So that was my rant on Super Simba Logan all the way back in 2022. I did cut out the ending a bit because I felt like what I was saying at the end part was a little bit too harsh. And as I said before at the beginning of the video, please do not attack or bully this person. It is not appreciated at all on this channel. And yeah, goodbye everybody.